skills are the currency of the 21st century. Together with education, they're crucial factors shaping up the future of our societies and our economies. Are your skills up to date? Welcome to Real Economy. I'm Sasha Vakulina, and in this episode, we're looking at what the future of work looks like. Fanny Goret went to see how workers increasingly adjust to new requirements.
So I've headed off to Le Havre. This factory is making nacelles for plane engines. Here, using innovative digital technologies are projecting us into the factory of the future. So indeed, Sasha, worker skills are evolving. Let's go into Industry 4.0. The World Economic Forum estimates that by 2022, more than half of the employees will have to reskill or upskill. Fabrice volunteered to be trained to new skills, and this has impact on his working day.
It used to take 3/4 of a day to do this physically, but now with the robot, we can do it in 1/4 of a day really precisely.
Digital technologies would allow industries to reduce costs and improve efficiency. This is key to companies' competitiveness, but also for workers like Michael, apprentice engineer.
Not everybody works on new technologies. I'm working on 2 technologies like virtual and augmented reality that are not commonly known in the world of industries. The idea behind these new jobs is to say, I'm an industrial engineer, so I manage mechanical and production aspects amongst others. I have real skills in all digital areas. So it opens doors for us, and we are more employable because we already know these technologies.
This new way of working will allow this company to deliver 2,000 new engines in 3 years instead of 15 years. However, tasks automation raises the question of the evolution of the role of humans at work.
The transition must be positive, and to be positive, it must be prepared. In the factory of the future, industrial tools should be at the service of the workers. This is what will allow us to be more efficient and to improve our business.
New technologies are evolving consistently and rapidly. How to match workers' skills and the future labor market needs. In Lyon, Albin is managing a network of 19,000 employers who are working on those challenges.
It is one of our biggest questions we do not yet have an answer to, but this is because there are many ideas that are being tested in companies about how technology can tackle topics like consumer proximity, innovation, international development, understanding clients' expectations, etc. All these topics that are emerging potentially are creating new jobs.
EU unemployment stood at 6.5% in February. That's the lowest for a long while. And yet, that translates into over 16 million Europeans out of work.
The world of work is undergoing a major process of change driven by new forces. Technological development, climate change, demographic shifts, and globalization. 190 million people are unemployed in the world, of whom 64.8 million are young. 300 million workers live in extreme poverty. That is less than €1.70 per day. 2 billion people make their living in the informal economy. Wage growth declined from 2.4 to 1.8% between 2016 and 2017. A 20% wage gap exists between men and women. And all these challenges have to be addressed with 344 million jobs that should be created worldwide by 2030.
I have asked the EU Commissioner for Employment, Social Affairs, Skills and Labour Mobility, Marianne Thyssen, about those challenges.
Well, I think one of the main challenges is for sure the skills of the people. Almost 70 million people in Europe are lacking the basic digital skills. And this is not okay, because we see a lot of vacancies that are not filled in. And what we really have to take care of is that we can skill our people better, more, and making the skills and the education and the training often also more relevant for the labour market. I always say, when it's about skilling of people, employability is not a dirty word. We have to take into account that people, after they finish school, they have to come on the labour market, and this transition must go as smooth as possible.
How to make sure that citizens are getting those skills and they're getting it efficiently?
We have to ask citizens to look at their skills, to do an effort, of course. We also have to ask them to be ready for lifelong learning. I think we cannot say in the years ahead of us, we go to university or we go to another school and we have our certificate and then it's done. No, we have to skill, to reskill, to upskill, and we will be busy with skilling during whole our life. But from the side of let me say, the government, the public authorities, we also have to do our bit, and we must make sure that there are good offers available. And this is what we try to combine already in what we called our upskilling pathways recommendation. This is about skilling of adults, giving them a second chance. And there we asked member states to make sure that this helps to bring people to a possibility of reskilling and to have an individual assessment, to have an adapted offer, and to make it possible that they can be reskilled and that they can also document their skills attainments.
And using all the potential we have in the European Union, how also to best harness when it comes to globalization and global supply chains?
We must be ready as Europeans to take the lead and to try not to export our products and services, but also our values. I think many people from somewhere else in the world, they look at Europe because they know it's a good quality of life here. And we must make possible that people also in the future have a good quality of life. So what we have to do in our trade agreements that are about services and products and global value change, we must make sure that we have also agreements on environmental protection, that we have also agreements on employment and social security, about dignified working conditions and so on.
Adapting to the new reality, adapting to the digitalization, focusing on skills, but also, of course, thinking about the quality of life. That was Commissioner Thyssen on Real Economy on Euronews. Thank you.
Thank you.